Yes! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Arrow After Show here at the Stream.tv. Holy crap, crossover part 2. Joining Carolina and me this week, we have the legendary Devon Stewart.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And Sir Jack Hind, guys, from the Flash After Show. Welcome.
Thank you very much for
Yeah.
having us.
Appreciate you having us, man.
It's been a
Feels
long time.
Yeah, right.
It has.
Like
It's been like a whole 24
hours,
right?
We love
Pretty
having
much,
you.
yeah. Hi, we love being
Look, we
here.
even broke up the segregation today.
You
It's like,
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
we
it's
swapped
Team
around
Yesterday
Flash,
it was
Team
like
Arrow
Team
here.
Flash, Team Arrow.
You guys
But
are,
now we're joining.
We've cross promoted. Get it? See what?
Cross-
see what
Oh, we
Pollinate.
crossed
Yeah.
over.
It's what we did.
Yeah,
It's
that's
what we did. Guys, Legendary. I'm going to start with Legendary. We're going to talk about this episode right now. First of all, a quick couple of shout-outs real quick to Stanley's Kamikaze with us all year long. Shout out to AmellCity.net. I want to do a quick little shout-out to Corey Weston, fan of the Stream.tv, following us on all the shows. So thank you for doing that and keep watching. Let's start with Double Flash, guys.
Double Flash.
Double Flash. Yeah.
Flash.
So
You can never have too many flashes. You can never have too many flashes. If I get one flash, cool. Get double flashes?
it's
all I
Devon's
need.
dream scenario.
Always to be surrounded by flashes.
Just Flash.
Just
Flash.
a
Wait,
whole ream of
but while
flashes.
we were watching it, you pointed out something really good, that the scene that he was running through was actually the scene from...
Oh, wait, we jumping ahead, but I'll go ahead and say it anyway. Are you talking about the explosion?
No,
what
when
you
he
talking about?
ran past himself, what was that scene from? You called it.
Oh,
I
it
didn't
was
want
the
to take
same
your
as in
thunder. It was the
season
same as
one.
season
Oh,
one.
season 1,
Episode
episode 15.
15.
Yeah.
Or was it Out of Time, I
Out
think
of
the name
time
of
with
it
the
was?
tidal
Yeah.
wave from
I
Marc
was just
Martin,
mad
who's
because
coming
shout
back
out to
next
David
week.
Morgan, hashtag West Allen. That was the first time we got some West Allen action, and now we're going to act like it never happened.
That's
Now
true.
we're going to act like it never happened.
Well, it never happened. Well, it happened
Technically,
just in a
it never
different
happened.
timeline.
It
because
happened
of
and
that.
then it didn't happen.
And it was like, well, at least they saved Cisco's life. I would have sacrificed Cisco for some West Allen.
No.
I'm kidding. I like you, Cisco. But if Iris was like, I want Barry and you got to die, I'd be like, Cisco, it was fun while it lasted.
But hey, hold on. Iris and Barry are going to get together at some point. We need Cisco.
But they need to hurry it up.
Let's keep him. Let's keep him.
We need to hurry Iris West up.
Yes.
Iris West. Barry Allen.
Iris West and Barry Allen. We need to hurry this up.
But then, why would you want to get to it right now?
Because then it's
You don't want to
just,
keep
life would be
teasing
that
it?
much
You don't
better.
want to keep teasing it a little bit, like tickling?
We
You know what
we
I'm
can
saying?
tickle, but we need to go ahead and get the cohesion.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll,
we need
we'll,
something
we'll get
there.
we'll get back to West Allen in a minute. Let's talk about what went down tonight. All
Yes.
right. So we've got our team retreating out of the city because that's gonna guys. Do you really think that's gonna make a difference? Vandal Savage he's like they're like homing pigeons to him. He knows exactly where everybody is at every moment in time, and yet they just leave the city, and this seems to work. What do we think of that?
I think it buys them some time, not so much as works, and it gets them to a place where they're more comfortable. So they're like, right, let's bail out Star City for a little while, because this clearly didn't work. And they go check out Central City. Okay, stuff's not working too well in Central City. Bounce on back to Star City. So just keep moving around, make themselves some time, and then work out a plan that goes horribly wrong so that Barry has to go back in time, and then do things all over again.
Well, the
Right.
thing is like,
Seems
how
to
do
be the
you
only way it
beat?
works.
How do you beat someone who has an endless amount of time? You can't beat an immortal man, because especially if you're a mortal person, because eventually your plan is gonna run out of time.
Yeah.
And he can just be sitting there waiting, like, you finished? All right, here I come.
But I mean, they did.
But does Barry
it's
run out of
206
time?
to 1.
Well,
Well,
we're getting
one-
we're getting
one,
we're getting
two,
ahead.
oh, six.
we're getting ahead of ourselves real quick. So obviously with the meeting with Vandal Savage, we see Barry see himself, and we know that we're foreshadowing that he's going to be saving their butts. We know that this is not going to go on without Barry.
Yeah, whenever he sees himself, you know it's gonna get real.
You
later
know
on.
stuff's about
You know
to
it's
get
about
real.
to get real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to tease it for later. For some reason, I was just like, wow, what was that for? But then I was like, no, hold on a minute. They're going to obviously have
Yeah.
to go back in time.
Every time.
Yeah, every time. So now we know. If we see Barry run next to himself, that's it now.
Every
That's
single
it.
time.
There's somebody that everybody's gonna die and then he's gonna come back. That's how you know every time everybody's gonna die and then he's gonna come
One
back.
person is important,
It's always
everybody's gonna die.
apocalypse.
Always.
And then Barry runs
Well,
back.
yeah,
the
no,
second
that's right.
I
The
saw
first one was
that.
the tidal wave,
Right?
wasn't it?
He's going to wipe
But
out the whole city.
Was that the reason he ran back in time, though, in the first
Well,
one?
he was remember he was trying to
Well,
stop
he
the
needed-
tidal
It was an
wave
accident.
going
He
back
was trying to
and
stop it, going back
And
into
then he
forwards.
just
That was it. Yeah.
busted
And then
through
he
it.
said they had the vortex that he went up against with Firestorm. The paradox.
The singularity.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
but
he
that was
didn't
at
go
the end.
nowhere with that
Yeah,
one.
but I'm saying like he
He
went
took
from
her around
having
it.
one
But I mean, like, he
catastrophe
did.
to another, so in the end someone still died. He still lost someone.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
Hey,
okay, so we know Barry's
no
going to fix
victory
it later.
without sacrifice.
Let's go ultimatum. Let's talk about the ultimatum. So we know obviously Barry comes back and resets our timeline.
Yeah.
We just don't know at that point what it's going to be and where we're going to end up with it. But I need to get this out here. This is for the Felicity shippers out there. This episode was, I think, Carolina, talk to me about this, because this must have been infuriating for you, because this relationship is like at the forefront of your mind. Tell us what you were feeling when Oliver gets the ultimatum.
I was pissed. They've gone through so much, and his biggest problem, and even Laurel has given it back to him, is that he leaves people out of the loop who are there to help him. And this is going to bite him in the ass in a way bigger way going down the line. Yeah. And now the theory for in the grave is his son, but I think it might actually be Felicity now, because I think that by him lying to her and the time change, he just killed her. He just killed the love of his life, and it's his fault. And that's why he wasn't as angry, because it's his fault.
I don't know if I buy that. I think you'd be more devastated if it's Felicity in the grave, especially if it's his fault.
His son?
Well, his son, forget that. I can't even fathom that.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
That would.
I don't like the way they're cussing him out so much for not telling everyone. And like you say, like he's around the people that want to help him. That guy just found out that that son is alive. The woman that told him he was pregnant called him and said, "Oh, don't worry, I'm having the son aboard. Oh, sorry, we lost the son." And now he's found him. Let the guy comprehend it for a little while, Felicity. Take a step back. Let the guy do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Let him contemplate, and he will come to you.
My thing is,
will you ever go?
Barry, have some backbone. Have your boys back. Okay, if you're gonna use your super speed to hide something, do it at super speed. Don't wait till they right there.
No,
and say,
but he makes the flash like it goes yellow and red.
He didn't even
so
have to do that. She could have said, "Let me see what it is." No.
No, 100%.
Yes.
The fact that he gave it over like that, okay, he didn't know what it was. But the fact of the matter is, Oliver just said to you 30 seconds ago, "Barry, let's keep this between us." Yeah, okay, Oliver. Felicity comes in, demands it, and he just hands it over to her.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, if I was pretty freaking scary.
No, but she doesn't have the speed force.
And I was like, give it to me.
I would not give it to you.
90% of guys are like, oh, okay.
He could have run away very fast.
Okay, the guy she's been involved with. Let's just leave it at that.
What, wait, she's screaming at him, then she's just going to give it to him?
Yeah, like, let's just go ahead and say that.
Most guys are like, you know what? Yes.
I just walked away. I'd be like, you know what? I'd rather go have a sandwich. I'm taking this note with me. You can stay here and be mad all you want.
I'm with you on that. It should not have gone over so easily. At the same time, we know Barry and Felicity's dynamic. And while, yes, Oliver, I think, is the scarier, imposingly physical dude.
Barry has feelings for Felicity.
Hold on. Because Barry's Patty now. Barry's all about Patty. Sorry, Devon. I'm sorry for the West. But here's the thing. Barry's scared of Felicity, and I would be too, because she's.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
She can erase your life. She can erase your life.
Zoom can erase your life.
Well, I mean,
Felicity
digitally,
can
break it back.
do plenty of other things, but erasing your life, I don't think one.
Well, digitally she
Digitally she
I was going to say digitally
She could easily erase who you are. No
That's
trace.
if she can make it to the keyboard.
That's true.
Okay, fine. Fair enough. We'll call it a draw. We'll call it a draw. At the end of the day, it led me to believe.
Put the crazy eyes away, Devon.
I'm sorry.
I missed the crazy eyes. You're right next to me, so
yeah, they pop out sometimes. I'm sorry.
I was like, come back.
Oh, see, they pop.
So, but did anyone think for a second that maybe it's not his kid in the grave, because I think that would be too brutal to do on a show, but maybe the mother, and maybe that's why he's kind of stoically sad. If you haven't seen the episode where it was the season opener and Oliver's by the grave and he's got like a single tear coming down his face and he vows to kill him. We don't know who him is yet. We would assume it's Damien Dark. And especially at this point, because Vandal Savage is now ashes.
Or Merlyn.
Well, yes, exactly. Could be Merlyn. It's a single solitary tear. If it's Felicity, he's beside himself. It's if his kid, forget it. Yeah, it could be Thea.
I'm wondering. I wouldn't put it past Malcolm putting Thea in there.
I wouldn't put it past him either. And you've stopped me in my tracks.
I'm
Jack.
sorry. I apologize.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
It just really sparked.
I think it could be the mom. What do you guys think? Do you think it could be his baby mama?
I mean,
I'm still with you though on Felicity.
You think it's Felicity?
I just with the time irregularity that is going on now, I don't know.
Do you think there's going to play more of a part in Arrow than it is the Flash? Because technically it was when the Flash went back in time, he changed it in this episode. He changed a lot more for Oliver than he did for himself. He didn't really change, besides obviously saving everyone in the city. Do you think now the timeline change is going to have more of an effect on the Arrow show than it is the Flash show itself?
That's
because
a
they
good
chose
point.
to do the time change
In
the
Arrow.
Arrow slot.
that's
So
true.
it makes me think that decision and his decision moving forward, especially after they had that whole bro moment at the end where Barry's like, I gotta know what you're gonna do, man.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's none of your business. And he was like, well, I mean,
Kinda
it kind of
is.
is. I kind of saved everyone. Low-key. saved
I just want to put this
everyone.
out there since we talking about the explosion. Random shout out to Danielle 2824 and T-Tron 456.
Told you again.
But is it just me, or did that running from the explosion remind you of the ending sequence of Flashpoint Paradox when he
And
outran
he was
that
a little
blue
bit
explosion
injured?
that was wiping everything out? I was like, nah.
Do it.
I'm sorry, they came out.
Whilst
I'm
we're on
sorry.
that,
I was
shout
trying
out
to
to
put 'em in.
Arm.
That's okay. It's okay. It's
While
okay.
we're on that real quick as well, shout out to Arm and VFX. I shout him out a lot just because I think he's great. The special effects guy for this show is incredible. Guys, follow him on Twitter. It's just at Armen, ARMEN VFX. That guy, clearly he's done
Yeah,
an
no,
incredible
no.
job
It's-
with these shows.
He has.
It's on
really
point.
good.
Like,
There's-
unbelievable. Watching people disintegrate just then, that was,
It reminded me
that's
of
pretty
Terminator 2.
It did.
Well,
It
When
did.
Sarah was holding the fence and she was like,
All right.
But what we're saying on the time point, what I want to say is that this entire season for Arrow really hasn't been a mystical show until this season. So for them to do the time change and paradox
Yeah.
within Arrow, we're going to see a ripple. I'm telling you we're going to see it. I don't know how it's going to play out.
Do you think
I-
we'll see more backwards and forwards between the shows then going through towards the end of the seasons?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me
Not so much
with,
crossovers, but just
Yeah, with,
like
like,
more
Legends.
communication.
I think like phone
between
calls,
the two.
Legends.
maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
I think phone calls.
Phone calls.
Yeah.
Well, Arrow constantly use the Flash Star Labs, don't they? Obviously, because they've all got their own different sets of skills. So I feel like you say, after this now, the ripple effect going to be happening on Arrow a lot more. With Barry knowing how it kind of goes on, he'll be able to help them out.
I
in
think
that
it. I think
aspect.
it definitely leaves
But
the door
can
open for
he,
more
if Oliver
crossovers.
doesn't communicate because he's such a closed-off person.
He'll be fine, okay?
well,
He just-
speaking of some great communication,
Yes.
Cisco came in, laid the Mac down real quick, and brought back some subdued memories.
You know?
Can we talk on these
Can we
memories
give
real
him
quick?
some
And
Let's.
then she left him. I'm so heartbroken for
No,
Cisco.
I mean, it's cool. We had our run. You can go. You got wings. It's all right. Your life gonna change.
You did what you had to
But
do.
my thing is, let's speak on Vandal Savage. All right,
Casper
I'm a
Crump.
big fan of Vandal Savage.
Hell
And
yeah.
I don't know if you guys are. I really like his origin of being that caveman, getting radiated, and then growing up millennia and being so wise and whatnot. Limited him to 4,000-year-old Egyptian priests. If that's what we gonna do, I don't think he would have been able to take down Khufu in that memory because he took him down with some serious ease to be an untrained priest. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that was when he got radiated by the meteor, and that's when their whole thing started too about the connection and the little quote that she put.
Oh, yeah, because they were always Hawkman and
Yeah.
Hawkgirl anyway, weren't they?
All I was going to say is that, no, they didn't have wings.
No, remember it was
In
the
ancient
comic books
Egypt,
it's actually
they
their
didn't
armor,
have
but
that.
in that
Oh, yeah,
in the
yeah,
Egyptian
yeah.
one it was their armor, but now it's their actual wings and their resurrection.
Right,
They
because
changed
she
that for
prayed
the show.
to the
Yeah.
god of Horus, and Horus has wings in Egyptian mythology, and that's where it comes from. But what I was going to say on that about Savage is, like they've been putting a lot more mysticism into the show. What if he had been dipping into the dark mystical arts in ancient Egypt, and that's what we're going to find out in Legends?
He might have been the reason they had the sky rocks in the first place.
Yeah,
They say they
he
were
might have called
unusually
them.
radiated. So I don't know. Maybe
And he
did.
said it wasn't the first time he'd seen them towards the end. He was not surprised. He was all about it. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if he called them
Wait,
down.
he said it wasn't the first time he'd seen those meteorites?
What, didn't he say something to that effect when
Well,
they were
if
coming
he
down?
did, then technically that will go
Then
back to
maybe he
him being
did.
a
Maybe he
caveman
would be
because
older.
the dinosaurs.
It would have to be. That's where
extinct by the
it started.
meteorites. If that is what he said.
Before we
then, yeah.
do anything, guys, we're live. So tweet in at us using the hashtag Arrow After Show. You can hit the YouTube live comments. Let us know what you guys think. Do you guys think that we're on point here? Do you have theories about the meteor rocks? Tell us what you want to know, or ask us what you want to know, and we're gonna answer you in just a little bit. I want to talk our time flip situation,
Yeah.
and I think we have a picture of our plan. I think we'd have a picture of their plan when they came to submit the two to Vandal, because we're on Vandal now.
Yeah.
We're on
Okay.
Vandal. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to talk about how they tried to handle him and how it failed first before we go anywhere. Yeah, no, not that one. I think
a nice one.
That is a
That
good
was
one.
when they're
That was when
discussing
they
the plan.
that was when they were
That's
discussing the
discussing,
plan. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's when they came back after getting their asses handed to them, or just being totally annihilated and Barry resetting the timeline. But we have what is it? It's when Oliver and
The first time they go
and Barry,
fight
yeah,
them.
when they're bringing them in chains.
Yeah.
Right?
And the way they just got just like he said, Oliver went in. Barry said that Oliver went into it with his head filled,
Totally
so
out of it.
Pretty much defended it. And what else happened with? It was
the
a
gloves.
bad
It just
fight. I'm not
wasn't.
gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It was bad. That's all I have to say about it. I didn't like the first one.
The first
Besides
time.
the fact when he stamped it and blew everyone away, it was so easy. It was just like, okay, bang, 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 poof, done.
Yeah.
And the gloves weren't working the first time. It was like, they don't get that much wrong.
No.
And now all of a sudden, everything went wrong.
But they had to do something so that we could reset the timeline.
Yeah.
They had to
I
do
don't
something
want
to have
them
Barry travel back in
do
time.
something. I want something to happen to have to make him do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't think
And
that
I'm
was
just
the
saying,
strongest
somebody
way of
said
doing
something about him outrunning an explosion, but not catching them knives.
Oh, we're
He's just
we're
lucky
back
he
to
doesn't
this.
throw a
So
knife
going
in
back
it.
to the knives.
We're back to the knives.
If they had thrown a knife, it would have been game over.
Right. Knives seem to be the thing.
But so you were talking about Cisco
Yes.
and bringing up the memories, right? And we finally find out how to beat Vandal. We know
Yeah.
how to beat him.
The
Which I'm
dagger
pretty
and
sure,
the
I feel
horse
like
thing.
that knife, or I think they said, because
thought
they
it
beat
was-
him with the staff, so I guess the staff or the knife.
Yeah, they
Like
both
you
seem
can do
to have
either
the
or,
power.
because they
ended
both
up-
also have the nth metal. Hey, shout out to Shira and what's up. But yeah, the nth metal thing. So I guess in League, is it Legends of Tomorrow? I keep
Legends
calling
of
it League
Tomorrow.
of Legends, and it's not it. That's a
Legends.
game, isn't it?
It's a game.
Okay.
League of Legends.
League of
Yeah.
Legends is a game.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so I guess now maybe the knife might come into play during Legends
Well,
of
don't we
Tomorrow.
now have the kryptonite as well?
We do have the
So we have a
kryptonite.
kryptonite, we have the knife.
I like it. Kryptonite. That's just too
It
close,
it
man.
does. It
Too
does.
close.
I like it.
I feel
wanna
like
see
they
it.
keep throwing these little baby Easter eggs in, like Supergirl, come to us. Supergirl, come to us.
Is that what? Yeah, that might be what it's
That's kind
getting
of what
at.
it is, and I feel like they're trying to woo CBS. Like,
My
Come
thing
on
is,
over.
why?
Trying to woo CBS.
And this is my question because I'm not too familiar necessarily with Malcolm and whatnot, but I do know what the League of Shadows deals with. Now, why being League of Assassins? I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the League of Shadows similar.
Similar.
Okay, but why would someone that they're so feared with, Vandal Savage, because remember, even they fear him. Why would they want to resurrect him?
Because he'll owe
Now
Malcolm
he
Marlon.
owes
It would be
them.
a life debt.
Is that
He
what
said,
it is?
Yeah, he said something in the end. We
He
were
said,
like,
"You owe me- you owe me
buddy.
now."
You owe me, buddy.
owe me
That was
now,
it.
buddy.
It was like,
It was like the.
it was kind of creepy.
But at the
It
same
was
time,
like
it's
Yeah.
like,
stupid
what
of his
makes you
jarring.
think this immortal man
The
is going to
Vandal
live up
Savage
to
is
that?
because it's honor. That's what they're all about
I
nowadays. Like,
think-
honestly, the ancient people, it's like honor and respect. And so once he brings him back to life, the
Yeah.
fact of the matter is, it's like, I am indebted to you. You brought me back to life. I'm sorry, brother, but if someone brought you back to life, would you just go kill him, or would you be happy about it?
Tom, this ain't about me. I'm sorry. I wouldn't do that. I'd be very thankful, and I probably would do them a favor. Like, I'd buy them some lunch or something. But, like, I'm not going to be like
Thanks,
their life
Lunch
slave.
for a resurrection. No, what if? I'll buy you lunch.
Equal trade. I'm not going to be like their life slave. And I got to say
I mean,
slave
Devon,
loosely,
at least dinner. At least dinner. You know.
I'm
I'd
not
have 2
dinner.
dinners to bring you
But
back
what
to
if?
life.
Hold
I'm
on.
not
But
gonna
what
lie.
if it's more than that? What if it's just What if it's mystical on top of that? Because
That's what I'm saying.
he
It's
took
something
some
else.
of his
Thinking about
ashes,
that.
and what if holding those ashes? He knows. Look, Vandal Savage is the baddest of the bads. We know he's going to be resurrected. What if? Hold on. Let me finish the theory. What if he's taking the ashes as a means to control him? What if there's some kind of magical? There's magic that he can do
I was
that's going to
thinking
control
on the
him.
same timeline. All
Yes.
right. I was thinking, what if he has control of his soul when he brings him back? Because that pit brings people all kind of screwed up back.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
Like,
They're
So
like,
half
now you'll have
zombie,
like
chewing
Vandal
people
Savage
up,
as your
like-
hitman.
Yeah, like
Yes,
they're gonna have
yes.
to put him in like one of those like dog froth mouthing things where they're like
The Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, like
Muzzle him.
I'm like,
Muzzle.
Thank you.
I'm just laughing at you two trying to work out what it is. You got a science of the land.
Clearly, I never put a muzzle on my dog, so I didn't know what it was called.
I don't know
but
what y'all
yeah.
be doing on this show, but all right, yeah, put a muzzle on them.
But okay, so in this show,
Welcome to
we've
Arrow.
we've had 2 people kill,
Yeah.
like straight up kill. One hooker was dead
Wait,
for
on the
over
after
a
show?
year. No, on the show.
Yes, on the after
the
show.
original Black Canary
we had-
died for over a year, and they brought
Sarah.
her back with Constantine as
Yeah.
a guest star. So, and they had to go fetch her soul out of the creepiest pool pit thing you've ever seen with people like pulling at her. Creepy. Anyways,
Do
she
you remember
comes back and
Hercules
she
when
wanted
they
to
go-
like
Yeah,
kill
when he got
everyone.
big.
Similar kind of stuff. Carry on.
So what we're
Just way
saying
worse.
is that this is for everyone who only watches Flash and is like, why are you guys so upset about this person? They like to bring people back from the dead. Granted, they keep having bodies, so I'm interested to see how they're gonna bring it back with ashes. But you know, like assassins, you do your
There's just
thing,
gonna be
you
like a
do
baby
you.
Vandal
But-
Savage. He's gonna be
Right.
reincarnated.
Or it's just going to be an urn that
He's gonna have a
talks.
full beard at an infant stage. You're like, look at that bearded
It's
baby.
gonna be a
They'll be like,
full-
quick,
it's
grow
gonna
him,
be an
grow him
assault.
up, grow him up.
But the point is that I think that they're gonna have some kind of like freaky tether to his soul now, and the League of Assassins might have like a psycho, like a literal psycho skeleton in their closet.
I think so.
I think so. That's pretty
I'm
cool.
feeling that.
I think that's the way it's gonna
Malcolm. I know Malcolm's a complete and utter douche and just goes against what everybody says. Guy's cunning. Guy's so cunning. It's
is.
awesome.
Yeah.
You just can't help but like think like, damn, you go, Merlyn.
Right.
You go.
Which is why it could be Thea in the grave. It could be Thea in the grave, and not at Malcolm's hands, but maybe because of something Malcolm does, and that's why Oliver wants to kill Malcolm. I'm just throwing another theory out there. It's possible.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it could.
This
be.
has nothing to do with it, but hilarious Cisco called Kofu
He-Man.
He-Man.
That,
I'm gonna
good
talk to
moment.
Kendra.
that was
He-Man.
fun. Yeah, that was funny.
That
But
was
that's also
a good
why I like
moment.
that. That was a straight up contradiction. We see Cisco all the time, obviously, especially in the Flash. We see him always so happy, so bubbly, so
Yeah.
funny. But to have that little real sincere moment with Kendra was just so refreshing to see Carlos, the actual actor himself, show that he has a variety of acting chops as well.
Good range.
It's
That's pretty
nice. It's
good.
just nice to see the actors actually do it. Because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Excuse me, I went all
Yeah, I know
Cosgrove
that was
then.
your real voice.
I apologise. Like when we was watching some of the Egyptian scenes, like in the bedroom scenes, we were saying it's almost like a bad drama scene.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the acting in a lot of this is great, but in all the shows together, but in this episode particularly,
Yeah.
there were definitely some that felt a little bit flat. But I
Some
like
of the
Cisco
ancient
definitely pulled
Egypt
it out.
stuff was a little Days of
It
Our
was like
Lives.
a really bad version
Yeah,
of
Little
it.
yeah,
Days of
okay,
Our Lives,
yeah.
especially
You know what I
like
mean?
when she
A little
rolls out
bit
of bed in a
well-read.
full dress with like all her.
Well, that's the
extensions
ancient
and, like,
Egyptians for you, isn't
You
it?
slept with full makeup and clothes. That sounds nothing like them. I think they were pretty.
It was pretty much like a low-budget version of Remember the Time, Michael Jackson. Which is cool.
Because no one's ever actually been to ancient Egypt,
Yeah,
so
so
I
we
guess
don't really
we
know.
just have to just
I
assume
feel like
that
they
it's a
brush their
bad
teeth a
soap
lot
opera.
less than we think they did.
I think so. I think
Because they always have
not at
perfect
all.
teeth in movies, but I don't know back then. Oh, shout out to Arrow, by the way, Stephen Amell, when he was like, because you know, in Central City, you guys have this revolving door when lack of security, so villains just walk in and out.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Well,
like,
they did that a
finally
lot.
somebody said it.
But they, I feel like they attached. They covered a lot of stuff with Barry and Cisco
Yeah.
talking about him going back in time as well. It's like, so the future, if you change the future, the present will then change the future. And they're like, what? It's just nice to see them incorporate the stuff that we
now
say
we're
as well,
finally knowing.
which
But
is
I'm
good.
glad somebody touched on that
Yeah,
lack of
the
security.
security thing,
at
they
Star
had-
Labs.
There's zero security. They're like, we
None.
have a
None.
speedster, so doors open, everyone.
Had he snuck in
Just
and
come-
shot Harrison Wells. We remember that.
Instant.
Real quick, by the way. So when obviously we were all like, I don't know if anybody watched the West Coast feed of the first one last night, but we had a lot of live tweeters, what's his name, Fort Kenshall. Kendra was tweeting, Sierra, just a bunch of them. But Daniel Panabaker said, I can't live tweet right now because we're busy shooting episode 13. I was like, brother, sister, that's 5 episodes away.
Mm-hmm.
They're shooting
they're-
that now?
Yeah.
Can we just talk about well, wait, it's mid-season, isn't it? This next week's mid-season. How
Mid-season
long's the
finale.
mid-season break going to be?
3-4
It's like
weeks.
3 weeks.
Well, still.
3-4
Like,
weeks.
their production team is like pretty
I want to
quick.
throw something out there for the Flash fans, for the ones watching the Flash and specifically watching the Flash. Noticing obviously in this episode that Barry traveled back in time and he's been having trouble with his speed. Obviously, he did not have trouble with his speed today because he went back in time again.
Good point. That was a confidence boost for him.
Yeah, how do you think that's going to play out
totally
in
know
the
how to unlock
upcoming
it.
episodes?
You know what?
It's like this. Run, Barry.
I told him. That's the same thing I said. I was like, every time somebody
Anytime somebody
says,
holds
run.
his
Well,
wrist and
I
it's like, run,
Maybe
Barry.
he has a special
Just
pressure
run.
point in there or
I
something.
think that's also a hindrance on him, though, because if he does want to try run his fastest, what if he's like, I want to go really fast, but what if I end up going back in time again?
Oh, you're thinking maybe it's that he doesn't want to mess with the timeline.
What if he goes too fast? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he's having his confidence issues in running, but when he is running, surely he's thinking to himself constantly, like, surely he has a speedometer in his head because he knows that if he puts his foot down, he can travel through time. So surely now, every time he runs, he's like, right, got to keep it back, got to keep it back.
Well, shout out to, there's an episode of Justice League where
I want to feel him.
where
Olive.
Wally West runs really, really fast to take down Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Okay. And he
He's
like
the
laps the world a whole bunch of times, and he's just taking
Which
them
was
out.
a super
boom,
cool
boom, boom.
episode.
Super cool. That's like my favorite scene of all time. But
It was really
he
cool.
goes too fast, and like his molecules, everything's just
Start
unstable,
shaking.
and he's like. Once they save him, pull him out of his little like ripple of speed force, he starts getting sucked in. He was like, I can never go that fast again. I doubt he's gonna get that fast on the show ever. Maybe, I hope so. Maybe he has to get that fast, take down Zoom. Bam, I said it first. But, it just, so yeah, he does have that limitation, but it doesn't seem like he has to even get that fast to time travel. Like, it seems like he just has to get, I don't even know, it feels like he's not even breaking the speed of sound sometimes. Like,
That's what I mean. I feel like he goes far.
Well, he did to go back in time.
He broke a lot more than the
yeah,
speed of
that's-
sound.
I feel
what
like
I'm
he
saying.
has to. It's just, I don't know. It's something.
The speed thing is becoming a little bit inconsistent.
Yeah. Knives, explosions. Back in time, can't.
We're going to talk about the bullet
We
off
get-
the neck.
Yeah.
But it's true though.
the
Well, I'd
neck.
like to know what you guys think.
Let
Does
us know.
Barry run that fast in order? Like, does he have to hold himself back a little bit, or does he just know how fast he needs to go?
Before we throw to live questions, I just want to bring up one last thing regarding Oliver and his son and the arrangement that he's got going on. And you bring up an interesting point. The timelines, I know, it's bad news. The timeline's been reset. This dude, listen, I get it. He wants to be in his son's life. His baby mama's giving him, ultimatums. And it's basically, listen, you can't tell anyone where you can't see your son. Frustrating. But the way he's handling it, I mean, don't we think he should have told Felicity anyway?
Yeah, he could have been like, listen, I'm going to tell you something. You can't repeat it. You can't meet him. This is the deal I made with the mother. This was my ultimatum. If he would have told it to Felicity that way, she loves him so much. She
would
wouldn't
do
have
it
been
for
like,
him.
I need to be in your kid's life too. She would have been like, okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
I don't
Because I've
think-
noticed with
I
like
agree
these
with
kind of
you.
shows,
It don't work like that.
it never goes that way.
Never
Whenever
goes that
somebody's
way.
like, look, my life depends on this. Don't tell anyone. Then they're
But
like,
Felicity
I
You mean
was
won't.
like
different.
the
Barry.
DNA results?
Yeah. Like, for example, thank God, Barry.
Barry.
Wait, Barry.
The biggest secret of
Okay,
his life,
so
you just go and spurt out in front of someone.
Maybe that's why,
Well, that's why
Arrow keeps
that
these
billboard's
secrets.
coming.
the billboard. Barry Allen.
Barry Allen, Flash.
That's
Get
what I'm
your
saying.
coffee.
Right on top of
Like,
CCJ.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
you said it
It
yesterday,
never
so that's
goes
why I
to
was like, it's
plan.
coming.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick little break. Let us know what you guys think. Remember, tweet at us, #ArrowAfterShow, and also the YouTube live chat. We're going to hit that in like 2 minutes. So
Yeah,
we'll see you
guys,
back here.
send me all
Don't-
your
don't-
questions because I'm going to do your YouTube one. Sorry.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, this is for you.
I love it. That was freaking
Oh my God.
I didn't see any of this coming. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah,
I was like,
How did you get here? No.
kill him, definitely kill him. We're cool. Shade. Shade left and right, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies, let's put your 2 cents in.
Rubbed me the wrong way in the right way.
But you were like, well, we want to know what's going to happen.
That was cute.
We just want to say we love you all. Thank you so much for your support. You are all seriously the best in the world. and
Another
we appreciate
beautiful
you so
summer
much.
at the stream.tv, y'all.
Here we go, guys.
Thank you for being here. Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us. We are here. We are live. And actually, we're going to do our Twitter questions right now with Devon.
Hey, what's good? Twitter
Yeah.
questions with D Money Dolomite, aka the Fleecy. All right,
But you got to
let's
do them
this.
in the Morgan Freeman voice.
I'm gonna read the Twitter questions like Morgan Freeman. First Twitter question from Official Royalty. If they are different in every life, why did they have to be the same in the flashback?
Just read that. Read
That
that.
was
It was
nice.
good, but read
I think
that
I'm gonna have to
over.
from now on read them all like that.
You have to. It's story time.
But did y'all hear what I was saying? Though?
We did.
Okay,
We
got
did.
it.
Yes. That's a
Say
good.
it once more though for me.
Yeah.
And for everybody else out there who didn't hear it.
If you didn't hear the question, it was, If they are different in every
No,
life.
say it normally this
Oh,
time.
my bad.
To make life easy. Just to make life easy.
If they are different in every life, why did they have to be the same in the flashback by official royalty?
Who?
I think he's talking about Kendra and not.
Yeah, he must be talking about-
If they are different in
Khufu
every
and
life,
Shiera.
why were they the same in the flashback?
In other words, why do they look the same as now?
Oh, you're talking
as in
about
the
look-wise.
flashback? Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you clarified. I was a little
Oh.
confused,
Yeah.
royalty. My bad.
Thank
but I see
you.
what you mean.
Yeah.
Like why wasn't one like an old Chinese man and the other one was like a dog?
I
see what
have
you're saying.
an
gotcha.
answer. I have an answer,
Go
and
for
that's
it.
because us in the viewing public are slow. And if they just showed random people back in Egypt, we would be like, who is that? I think a lot of people would be like, who are these people? And so by putting them in there, you know who they are.
Yeah.
I would like to.
Or maybe
It would have been nice
It
to
would have
see
been
other.
difficult, I guess, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Well,
Why not
maybe
keep
because
it the
they're being
same?
resurrected, they mean just like full resurrection, kind of like Jupiter ascending. Remember, she looked like the
Yeah,
mom
yeah, yeah.
type deal.
So
It's
when
like
they
a
get
full body.
resurrected, that's actually, you know what? Yeah, I like that. Let's talk about that. So when they die and get resurrected, do their soldiers go into
A new body?
another version of Khufu and Shiera?
I guess it probably just picks a fetus.
So
just
does
like,
that's a good point. Why is Kendra Saunders the same person as who is
Same
in ancient
person.
Egypt?
Well, I'm just going to bring up a whole different universe, but I love Sailor Moon. And in the Sailor Moon universe, they all die and they all come back looking exactly the same.
Bam, resurrection.
So
Maybe that's
I
what
feel like
well,
if
so
you're
did Oliver.
resurrected
Well,
for
yeah.
love and like other things,
No,
I
but
feel
they're
like
not
you come back as
resurrected.
the
Yeah,
same.
but you're not we're not talking about resurrection in the.
We're talking more reincarnation.
No,
We're
I'm
here.
talking
talking
reincarnation.
It's reincarnation
Yes,
in
that's the
Sailor
word
Moon
I'm
too.
So what
I'm
if it's
saying
the
that
same
that's what
bloodline?
authors like stick to.
Maybe.
It's
Same
the same
bloodline.
person.
That's interesting.
What if it's the same bloodline?
Maybe there's a part of history that we don't know about them too. So let us know if you
Yeah,
can answer
let us know what you guys
right
think.
now.
I'm
looking
thinking it's a soul thing, and
I think it's
they
a
just
soul
kept
thing
it so
too. I
for
think
continuity, and they didn't
your-
want to cast
your
other people.
looks are tied to your soul. It's who you are, and they're playing it off of like the full entity, not just the inside.
Yeah, that's
So
what I mean.
all
Like
of
they're
you
doing the
comes
whole
back.
from
Yeah.
head to toe.
Yeah.
So she got a bad foot, you got a bad foot. That type of deal.
I'm satisfied with that answer.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. I can live with that.
I can live with that.
I can live with that.
That's-
Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out to Bonetti Army and Tyler Williams.
Yeah.
Bonetti
Okay.
Army wanted to shout you out. So next question is from @JerryT22. I think the mother of Oliver's son is in the grave. Good one. Do you all think the same? Me being new to this Arrow universe, besides the crossovers, of course, the Flash is there. I'm there all day, every day.
Yep.
But
He sneaks in. You've been missing out.
yeah,
does?
no, I haven't. If you think I have not. Thank you very much. But
I did say it.
I was saying that when we were watching, I was like, maybe it's the baby mom's in the grave, like, because I feel like she's not as impactful.
No, she's going to
to
become a vigilante as well, seeing as everyone in Arrow becomes a bloody vigilante.
Right?
It's going to be
she'll be
either
the
son
orange
of-
canary.
No, or something stupid like that. Yellow canary.
I mean, but I feel like
Pink
she's
flamingo.
a killable character
Pink flamingo.
that'll have an effect.
I'm joking. I don't think that's a real character.
Well, guys, I want to actually take the, for like in a serious note for half a second. I would see that happening because if you think about the implications of the baby mama dying, that means now that Oliver is responsible for that
responsible.
kid.
Yeah.
His mother is dead. He's the one who brought that on the kid. So now
The ripple effect he was talking
that's
about.
what I'm saying. So it very well could be the baby mama in the grave. I think that's a big possibility.
You might be going, Sam. You might be going, girl.
But do you think he would have that? I don't mean it in a bad way, but do you think he would have that much emotion toward? Like, do you think it would be that specific
Well,
I-
the
Well,
I
maybe
mean, I
the
think
he
baby
she's
would
mama.
realize
more.
his mistake about lying to Felicity.
from the beginning?
Because it would all go back to him lying about his son being alive and who his son is and
It's
where
a
his
ripple.
son's been. It's
Just
all
whilst
a
we're out
ripple.
there, we love the way the Flash is. That kid's bedroom is what Devon's bedroom looks like.
All day.
All day, just
The
flash
wheels on
day,
the
flash
wall, on the
photos,
flash.
flash, just all it is.
I got
But
the
that's
action
fun. That's
figure.
quite funny. I like the way they did
I
that.
tell you,
Just
I'd have been
plastered
mad.
his
If
room
the
with
kid
it.
handed me Captain Cold, I'd have been like, bitch, if you don't give me that Flash toy in your hand right now, like, we're going to have some real problems.
He's
I'd
like,
have hit him
no,
up,
no,
give
no,
me the- give me the
I'm
Flash.
surprised he didn't run in with like a bow and arrow, like bow and arrow lesson today.
Yeah.
trying to convert the kid. Yeah.
Oliver.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
for shits and giggles. Just like, oh, hey,
Come
we're
on,
gonna learn
Willie.
how to-
I'm a good archer.
Queen.
I can teach
We're
you
gonna
archery.
go play some bow and arrow today.
Bow and arrow stuff. Ready for the next question
Yes.
from @indigo_15.
Brandon Moore.
Will Malcolm take Vandal's
That's what
ashes
it's-
to the Lazarus pit? Ooh, and why?
That's what we're thinking.
That's what
we're
she
saying.
said.
That's what
That's
I've
what
been
she
saying,
said.
because he's gonna control him.
Oh, wait. What's it? The thing went missing as well. The Staff of Horus.
The
It
staff of the
disappeared.
diet.
It
Where
disappeared.
did it go?
Maybe they took it. I mean, I just
No,
don't
it
assume
No,
that
it
they-
vaporized.
disappeared.
It totally
Oh,
just
it did
disappeared.
So I
disappear.
think that that's also part of the ripple effect from the time paradox, and that's going to be the problem in Legends.
Do you know what that means? He lost all his knives.
everything.
All those years
Well, he
of
was,
connecting
he lost his
vaporized.
powers.
That's what I'm
Totally
saying.
vaporized.
Does,
So-
he, have,
he gonna be
does he
mad.
come back with his powers?
Who?
Vandal, if they're totally resurrecting him. Let's just put that out there.
Guys,
I'm putting it out
Legends
there.
of
They're
Tomorrow, he's the big
resurrecting
bad.
him.
We're gonna
He's
find.
the
We're
big
gonna
bad.
find out episode
But-
1.
He's on top billing. They're going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's coming back.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that does he come back with powers? Or is
Like
Legends,
immortality?
Yeah, I wonder if he like steals them from someone else. Like maybe he's like, thanks so much for bringing me back to your power, because he has none. That's got a little
Give me
crazy.
your power.
Like he comes out of the thing and he's like, you think I owe you one, Merlyn? And he chokes him out and just takes his power because Vandal's a gangster like
I
that.
mean, maybe. Y'all know Malcolm a
We'll
little
have
better
to-
than
And
we'll
then
I.
have to
Malcolm
wait
will
and
have to
see.
flip the coin
That's
and
true,
be like,
there is a
"Yeah,
lot that can
you
go
gotta
on with-
come help me.
There's-
Papa ain't got no power. This crazy man stole it."
You know what? We're gonna throw it over to YouTube anyway. So guys, let us know on the live chat right now. Carolina's checking that out. We're gonna do a couple of live YouTube questions, shout outs for fun. And then we'll. I don't know.
All right, so I'm gonna start with Froggy Style.
That's a
and
good
this one's
point.
for Devon because he said, Froggy says how he got the stone before Felicity noticed it, but she noticed him hiding the note.
Yeah.
Bruh, we right here on that. What's Froggy Style?
Froggy Style.
Froggy Style is as
Froggy Style's the best
somewhat
style.
freaky as that name sounds.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Well, it also
because
says Detective Conan is goat. I don't know what that means.
Detective Conan.
That's what it says. DET.
And his
Conan
goat?
is goat.
Game greatest of all time.
In like brackets.
Yeah, I mean, I know what Ghost
I know
is.
what Go means.
But-
Why are we looking at this?
Detective.
Detective Ghost. Just clarify for
anyways,
us who
forget about it. It's
Detective
just his name.
Conan is.
It's just on his name. It's
Oh,
just on his
oh, it's
name.
him.
It's not. On the, it's not. On,
okay,
it's
I was
nothing to
like,
do with
wait.
Flash or
Well,
Arrow.
because you were talking about his name being freaky, and I was like, it gets longer.
Oh, okay, Detective Conan. Yeah, what's up, Detective Froggy Style Detective Conan? Cool, that's cool. But
Answer
yeah,
the
I
question.
agree.
This just went-
because I
this
feel like
just
that
went wild.
that was just kind of like a weird moment to use your speed force.
What?
And
to
then-
They don't know
put
to
it
hide
into
that
his
note.
pocket
Like
that.
I don't know. It just if it could have been
It was
easy
so
like,
bad.
oh, hey,
He
what's
like
up?
turned
He could have also
around.
just
He
said
made
no,
it
but
so
he never
obvious.
said no.
And then he just said yes, take it.
Can't
I don't
Guys,
know, man.
I want to throw this out there real quick, actually,
Yeah.
because this is something that's occurring to
Oh,
me. Because Barry's hold on,
Constantine.
before we go there. Barry's so fast, right? He could have hidden that note without anybody seeing. What if subconsciously he wanted Felicity to know that Oliver's got a kid?
He didn't know. Barry didn't know that
didn't
the
know what it
DNA
was.
results were for that. All he
you're
had to do
right.
was run
Damn
his
it.
So wait,
DNA.
I've got
It was a
two
good
more
theory.
It was.
YouTube.
I see where he was going.
I've got
with
two
I
more
like that.
YouTube
Look at that
shout-outs.
bit.
But you're right.
I don't want
Go,
to miss
go,
them.
go.
Avery Johnson, do you think Barry time traveling will affect Earth 2? Hashtag Arrow After Show.
Say that once more for me.
Is
Do you
it-
think that Barry
Ooh.
time traveling will affect Earth 2? Like, do you think it'll affect what they're dealing with in the Flash right now with Jesse being locked up and all that
I
stuff?
don't think so because I feel like that would make it too extreme. Because so far their time traveling hasn't affected Earth 2. Like Harrison Wells would have
parallel
told us
universe.
something like,
Yeah, if something
"Hey,
would've
this, you know,
happened."
like somebody would have known something." The fact that Harrison Wells knows as much as he knows, and like I always tell you, he's the same person in Earth 1 as he is in Earth 2, which they said does not happen. So I do not trust the man in the wheelchair. What you got?
Real quick, Justin Hull, thank you very much for this.
88, don't forget the
Seriously?
88.
Wait, what happened?
No, it's just Justin Hull. Like,
On Twitter, he has
Oh.
88 at the end.
YouTube. On Twitter, he does have it at the end. Seriously, why would Captain Cold have his own action figure?
Yeah, that is a very good question.
We get out of the league.
The game
Thank you
has
very-
been set.
Right?
Game,
Why?
set,
Who-
match.
have we
Checkmate.
Ever, I don't like. I'm not going to say anyone bad, but have you ever gone to like the store and just picked up like a not a villain in a comic book, but like a real life villain, like Adolf Hitler? Like, can you
Yeah.
go buy? I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm sorry, but
No,
can you just go buy one?
I mean, you
No.
probably
Surely-
can,
no,
but I doubt
surely
they
you
would
can't.
buy it for the kids.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
You gotta
saying?
go buy
You're
one
not
for
gonna
your
buy like
child.
a
That's a
Manson
good
toy.
point. That's
you know
a
what I'm saying?
very
Like,
good
you're not gonna-
point.
It's valid. It is a very good
valid.
point.
That's a very good
Guys,
good one.
One more.
Real quick. Oh,
Two.
you got a
Just
question?
go
Yeah,
ahead.
I've got one more.
Last one.
From
Last
Connor
question.
Smith, is Mirror Master coming to Flash in a future episode?
I'd
Because that's
rather,
been speculated.
He can't even contain himself. Okay, Devon just had a heart
There's
attack.
going to be. I think we're going to see not many villains this.
Oh, Connor, what are you
rest of
doing
this
to Death
season.
of Devon?
Don't say that name around me, man. Don't say that name around me. Look, oh, I just spit all
Everywhere,
over y'all.
everywhere,
I'm sorry.
everywhere.
You get out my mouth. Look, my prediction with Mirror Master, something tells me I don't think he's coming this season. Oh, snap. What did I just do? I'm sorry.
Are we watching the basketball?
No, I don't know what that was. But look, my prediction is season 2 is going to be Zoom. They're about to go back to the main thing. It's going to be Zoom. Okay, but season 3, I feel like the villain is going to be the Rogue Gallery. It's going to be all of because they already got Captain Cold.
Yeah.
We already got Weather Wizard
Heatwave.
1 and 2. We got Clyde and Mark.
Do we still have Clyde?
Yeah, they're all alive. Remember, he was locked up, but they didn't kill him. So we got Clyde, Mark. We got Captain Cold. We got Heatwave. Bring on Mirror Master. I feel like 5 is enough.
Well, we got the Trickster coming as well next week.
But
Okay,
I
well,
don't know if
hold on. Okay, so next week, guys, make sure to tune in to The Flash and The Flash After Show on Tuesday for the mid-season finale. Tune in to our show.
Is it going to be
Arrow.
the mid-season?
It is the mid-season finale
it's
next
Arrow's
week.
mid-season
Are they going to
finale.
have like a Christmas special
It
kind of
is.
thing?
It is the mid-season
No,
finale
we don't
next
come back
week,
till the end of January.
and then don't miss this show here. It's been another amazing night at the Stream.tv. Yeah,
Yes.
Always an
Yeah.
amazing
guys.
night at the Stream.tv.
Flaro crossover. We're gonna do it again next year, and we'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to subscribe. We love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Wait, Jack's
Wait.
joining us next week.
Oh yes,
Oh,
I
yeah,
forgot
I
to
will
say
be
it.
Jack
I
is
forgot to say
moving
it.
to Arrow.
Jack will be joining
Well,
us
for
next
next
week.
week,
For
anyway,
next
for
week,
next
yes,
week
for
I'll
the
be here.
for our mid-season finale.
Oh, nice.
He's gonna.
I got
he's still-
super
He's not
hooked
leaving
on
you.
this show.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
not leaving you,
No, he's
baby.
not.
Don't you leave me,
He's
Jack.
got
not
you,
leaving you.
Ronnie.
He's not. That was a.
He's not leaving you.
He's not leaving.
He's just joining us.
He's joining us for 1 week, guys. We'll see you.
I'm sorry.
We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in.